Hey, what's going on, everybody? We have updates on SAFEMOON. And before I get into these different court documents, I would like to share with you about the crypto exchange Margex. I've talked about this a lot in previous videos. It's a really cool platform where you can do leverage trading anywhere from 5x all the way up to 100x. And there's no KYC. So you can get started about 30 seconds to 1 minute of making an account. And you can also buy crypto directly on their platform. These include Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as some other main cryptocurrencies. You can mimic your trades off of other traders on the platform, see how they're performing, and do copy trading. You can also stake on the platform. And if you use my referral link, they do have a lot of bonuses. In fact, you can claim up to $10,000 in bonuses. If you want to learn more about that, you can find my referral link in the description below. This is available in many different regions. If it's not available in your region, there are people that use VPNs. I'm not saying you should do that, but there are people that do that. With that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the news. So first up here, because we have 3 postings from Live for a Forge, shout outs to this individual for continuing to keep us updated on the court cases. Really appreciate it. I'm sure many other people appreciate it as well. I couldn't do these types of videos if I didn't have access to this type of information. So thank you so much with that. So 3 different postings. This is the earliest timed one. It says order granting motion to shorten time for expedited hearing on motion of Ellen E. Ostrow, Chapter 7 trustee, for entry of order extending time for trustee to operate the debtor's business on a limited basis and extending time for trustee to assume or reject contracts and unexpired leases. So very shortly after that, we had this posting, which is the notice of hearing related documents filed by Ellen E. Ostrow. And it says that the notice of Chapter 7 trustee's motion for order extending time for trustee to operate the debtor's business on a limited basis, extending time for trustee to assume or reject contracts and unexpired leases and notices of hearing. That objection deadline is April 9th, 2024 by 12 p.m. Then the hearing date is April 10th, 2024 at 11 a.m. Says your rights may be affected. You should read the motion carefully, discuss it with your attorney if you have one in the bankruptcy case. If you do not have an attorney, you may wish to consult one. So I'm going to skip down just a little bit here. On or before April 9th, 2024 by 12 p.m., file with the bankruptcy court a written objection explaining your position. Your written objection must be filed electronically, by mail, or by hand delivery at United States Bankruptcy Court. It gives you the address. If you mail your objection to the bankruptcy court for filing, it must be deposited in the U.S. mail in sufficient time for it to be received by the court on or before April 9th, 2024 by 12 p.m. You must attend the hearing on the motion, which is set for April 10th, 2024 at 11 a.m. before the Honorable Joel T. Marker. The hearing will be held by Zoom. Parties who wish to participate in the hearing should consult the bankruptcy court's website, gives you the address, for the most up-to-date information regarding Zoom participation at a hearing. Parties should log into Zoom at least 10 minutes before the scheduled time, gives you the meeting ID and the passcode. There will be no further notice of the hearing, and failure to attend the hearing will be deemed a waiver of your objection. If you or your attorney do not take these 2 steps, the bankruptcy court may decide that you do not oppose the relief sought in the motion and may enter an order granting that relief. In the absence of a timely filed objection, the undersigned counsel may and will ask the court to strike the hearing and enter an order granting the motion without hearing. And then it's stated. Okay, there's also the certificate of service, breaks that down. Okay, now the last one, the motion to extend time for the trustee to operate the debtor's business on a limited basis and for the trustee to decide to assume or reject executory contracts filed by Ellen Ostrow. So Ellen E. Ostrow, the duly appointed trustee in the above entitled Chapter 7 bankruptcy case, by and through her undersigned counsel, hereby moves this court for the entry of an order pursuant to this code, further extending the time for the trustee to operate the debtor's business on a limited basis and the deadline to assume or reject executory contracts and unexpired leases from April 15th, 2024, the current deadline, through and including April 25th, 2024. In support of this motion, the trustee respectfully represents as follows: the jurisdiction and venue. So this court has jurisdiction to consider the motion. This is a core proceeding. Venue is proper before this court. The statutory bases for the relief requested herein gives you the codes. And it gives you guys a background on this as well. Motion to operate the business. And then it gives you the motion to assume or to reject the contracts. The proposed sale of the debtor's operating business assets. And then there's a couple more pages here. So it's a lot of reading material. I wanted to go ahead and pause there for a couple seconds in case you guys wanted to pause the video and read through it for yourselves. But the main points here is looking for the extension on that. Motion to operate the business. And the motion to assume or reject contracts. And then the conclusion. Wherefore, the trustee respectfully requests that the court enter an order extending the time for the trustee's authorization to operate the debtor's business on a limited basis through and including April 25th, 2024, extending the time by which the trustee must decide to assume or reject executory contracts through and including April 25th, 2024, and granting such other and further relief as the court deems just and proper. And then that's dated for March 27th, as well as the certificate of service. So there's the latest update of what's going on with SAFEMOON and the bankruptcy court case. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. I would love to get your opinion on it. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope your health is doing well, your finances, your relationships, and you guys are doing the best you can to be good people and to have good impacts on people around you. Little side kind of thing saying at the end of a video. It might seem weird, but you know what? I kind of like having those moments sometimes, right? I really appreciate all you guys, all the support that you've been doing, checking out my other videos as well, and just being here in general, continuing to check out my channel. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys are, again, doing great. So thank you so much. I do have that referral link for Margex in the description below if you want to check that out. I think it's cool. Then there's also HG Access. This is an exclusive trading group. If you want to join that, the link is in the description down below. It's over 2,100 members. That's for through Patreon, and you guys can find the link down below. Thank you so much to my personal Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to Victor Vegas and Worlza Rizvi for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.